Hi everyone, this is Parul from Bliss Yoga and I'm a kids yoga teacher for the last 7 years and I also lead 95 hours kids yoga teachers training and I love sharing my experience from my kids yoga journey. So today I wanted to share with all of you a scenario which might be very common, if you've been teaching yoga to kids for some time. It happens quite a lot of time that you might be teaching certain set of kids, but also the newer kids, keep joining the class. So in that scenario, I don't want the newer kids who are joining to feel overwhelmed because older kids are slightly more have progressed in their yoga journey, whereas they have just joined in. And at the same time, I also don't want older kids to feel like they have to start from scratch, in the classes. So in that scenario, I do few things which I would love to share with all of you, and I hope it's helpful for some of you. So the first thing, obviously, I will tell the kids who are joining, do not get overwhelmed because yoga is not a competition. So you have to listen to your body and do what you are comfortable with and slowly progress. Older kids, I would tell them to have an open mind and just welcome the newer kids in the class and try to support them in the yoga journey as well. So in that way, I feel both these groups feel comfortable. Then I would give like modification in the yoga poses. So simpler poses, obviously like warm-up poses, all of them can do it. But if they're slightly advanced poses, I would give modification in that, right? Suppose lizard pose. So if you are doing lizard pose for quite some time, you can try to lift your other knee up. If you have just started, your body is opening up, you can rest your knee down and slowly progress, right? So I would give options. So I would give modification, and that ways everyone feels comfortable and everyone feels like a winner in the class. Second is, I call this like a yoga workshop. So we will do a section where we would choose certain poses, and what I would do is I would demonstrate the pose and I would ask everyone to copy me the pose, and I will ask newer kids who have recently joined to do the pose, and then I will invite older kids to help them with their alignment. Suppose if we are working on warrior 2 and kid who has recently joined in will be in the middle of the circle doing say warrior 2, and then I would invite older kids to just help them with the alignment. So one by one I would call kids who have been in my class and just correct the alignment if they need to. So that is, I think in this it is fun obviously, and it's not overwhelming for newer kids, and older kids feel more responsible. Other way I do the similar thing is that I put the newer kid and the older kid in pair. I call this like a buddy system, and then again we would do certain poses, and then I would want older kids to check or help them, the newer kids, on the alignment, wherein I would be just walking around and checking with everyone on their alignment and helping them as well, right? So that's another way. I do it also in a game format, similar thing. I call this yoga sculpture. So in the same thing, I would ask newer kids to suppose just lie down, and then I will give the name of the pose. Suppose we are working on warrior 1. Then I will ask older kids to help all the newer kids to come in this pose. So this is again in pairs. So two kids, like one kid who is just recently joined is lying down, the other kid I will say, okay, guide him in warrior 1. So this is a fun way of doing it, and kids don't feel overwhelmed like just looking at everyone. The other way I do this is follow my move or mirroring. Again, I'll pair up newer kids and the older kids together in a group, and suppose they are doing sun salutation, and if the kids who have just joined in never done sun salutation, so I will just ask them to follow the move of their partner, and in that way they feel very comfortable. So in this way we can cover many poses like warrior sequences, triangle poses, sun salutation, and it's a great way for kids to learn, have fun, and not feel like stressed in the class that they've recently joined and they have lots to cover. Another way is to do group activities like Human Mandala, wherein everybody is participating, and it's more fun way of practicing yoga, and we are connecting with each other. So that's another way. Then partner yoga is again good if for pairing new kids and the older kids, where older kids can guide newer kids in the pose. So these are all really fun activities. Last one which I would like to share today is doing mindfulness activities as part of your classes, like mandala art or creating mindfulness jars, where everyone is following it according to their own ability, according to how they are comfortable with. So these are a few of the ways that I use in my classes when I have newer kids joining in, and I already have some set of kids who have been practicing with me. This is the way I make everyone feel comfortable in the class. Do share ideas that you use in your kids yoga classes for similar scenarios. Thank you so much. Namaste, and I hope to see you again.